This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code SOUTHGATE to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
What about our Quasar podcast, The Quantum Zone?
What about our Quasar podcast?
Wendell Vaughn, the first Earthman ever appointed Protector of the Universe. Bonded to the energy-transforming quantum bands that are both weapons and symbols of his station, he fights an ongoing battle to defend all life in the universe from cosmic evil as Quasar.
Hello and welcome to the Quantum Zone episode. Well, we'll get there. I am Phil. Joining me as always, Master of the Quantum Zone.
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
And Master of the Tangle-Free Headphones is...
My name is Matt. I have untangled them.
And we have a special guest who I'm sure will tell us what episode this is, right, Lilith?
Yes. I heard you guys were doing episode 69, so I decided to stop by. Hope you don't mind.
I've heard you great. But yes, this is Lilith Hellfire for those of you who only listen to this show socially.
Oh,
by the way, turn right now. He listens.
Turn upside down. It's episode 69. Okay.
Who said that? Matt or Lilith? I don't know.
Can I say I just love your guys' intro? Because, yeah, it could be somebody's first introduction to Quasar.
Yeah, Lilith, that's all you need to know. Alright, so, news of the day.
Should we do a little summation in case you've never heard of the superhero Quasar, just to bring you in?
No. Summation of the number 69, I'll be like, whoa. But no, we saw, what was that, the solicit for September, Quasar's on the cover of Guardians of the Galaxy number 9.
And it looks like he's joining the team from something else you sent, right?
Yeah, it said him and Darkhawk, maybe.
Uh-huh.
The 90s are alive! Right, Lil?
Are you sure it's not a bait and switch?
I don't know. We'll riot.
You know, it's like he's like on the last page, and then they forget the next issue that they meant to put him in.
Well, no.
That has actually happened, by
No,
the way.
I know.
Captain Marvel issue.
Yeah, Captain Marvel.
Yeah. Do you think that Wendell will end up with the amulet and Darkhawk will be wearing the quantum bands to reboot things a little bit?
Mix things up.
At this point, it's like, okay, like it seems like more than one person has quantum bands, and
yeah.
Now he might be mind controlled when, you know, back in the 90s he put that thing on the bands where he was supposed to be immune to mental domination.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And do you think that Darkhawk is getting kind of a push back into the Marvel Universe because the Raptors just won the NBA championship?
Disney's got to keep everything in play. They're like, that Guardians of the Galaxy did all right. What other quirky teams can we get? You know, we're working on a Howard the Duck, right? How weird can we get?
Yeah.
So anything goes right now.
Yeah.
If Howard's on the Guardians before Quasar, we riot.
Yeah.
Although he was in Lilith, did you read Spider-Man Annual 1 today?
Yes, I did in preparation for our other podcast.
Ultimate Spider-Cast, yes. Yes, Howard the Duck was in that with Spider-Ham.
Gotta get the kids, even though they have no money.
Mom, can I have a small bank loan to go buy a comic book?
Ooh, Howard the Duck, the first theatrical Marvel film, right? I think so. Because it was a
somebody get Charlie Esther on the phone.
I'm pretty sure it is. I think. So.
I think so.
I don't think any 70 Marvel stuff made it to the theaters or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, that was all TV stuff.
Yeah.
Where it belonged.
Charlie will fight you, nerd.
David Hasselhoff, maybe he could have got a big screen in Germany.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you talking about David Hasselhoff, the man who single-handedly took down the Berlin Wall?
Well, next to Reagan.
Oh, yeah. He said, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall, and David Hasselhoff said, I have a clip. Here we go. Boom. That's probably really low.
More like he's been looking for a cheeseburger. But...
he found it on the floor.
I need some muscle and some meat. No.
Yeah.
No incendiary drops here, Philip.
Hey.
We have a great issue to talk about that I read.
Oh, you actually liked it?
I mean, Dr. Doom was in it, so. Death was in it, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Some
something
Quasar guy.
Your spirit animal, Lilith, death.
Exactly. I mean, she has Thanos and Deadpool, you know. Just saying.
There's a lot of characters. A lot of characters.
My spirit animal is actually Wile E. Coyote. So.
My spirit animal is the Will's dog that bites him.
Yeah. All the time.
That's kind of creepy.
Everybody's always cleaning up after the Avengers, though. That's the one thing I like about the comic book Avengers versus like the movie Avengers.
Yeah. Oh, but Will, if you mentioned Quasar, did you read Marvel Comics Presents today also?
No. What, the appearance? Or?
Deadpool. Well, Deadpool tries to start his own comic book company.
Oh.
Going the DC route, are we?
Well, it was like a 90s themed issue, so he was like trying to he's like, oh, we need covers in holograms and in foil.
You should hire Captain America.
Oh, guess who wrote it, Lilith?
Who?
Seeley.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's where he's been hiding.
We might have to talk it on the next Wade World.
Count me in.
I hope so. All right. Well, since she's chomping at the bit, should we get to the issue?
Yes.
Sure thing. Sounds good.
All right. Well, we didn't cover Infinity Gauntlet 1 because, well, Quasar's not in it, so forget it.
That was your homework, and if you didn't do it, you failed.
Sorry, Soshin. She's rough. Anyway,
you could kind of sum it up in a snap, though.
Nice.
But yeah, basically, Thanos snaps half the universe away. Who ever heard of that?
Yeah.
And why was the Infinity War called the Infinity Gauntlet? Has that ever been explained? I mean, probably it has. The movie Infinity War.
Because it sounds better. It has a better cachet. It rolls off the tongue so much better.
War.
I guess so. It was a war. Yeah.
War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
I'm just bummed we didn't get to see any six-armed Spider-Man doppelganger, or
Wait, can we get to Infinity War?
Yeah.
After our big 18, 19 part Operation Galactic Storm.
Oh, he dragged you into those long sagas too? I don't feel so alone.
They're looking forward to it. Oh, shut up. I may do 19 parts Batman No Man's Land.
Oh, wow.
I think we dragged him into it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were all looking forward to it. It's not like some of the Avengers issues we covered with Quasar.
No. We're not going to cross any lines or collect any obsessions with this one.
I get that reference.
Okay, Kat.
I'm sorry that you get that reference.
Oh, and then, speaking of, I just saw the commercial for the re-release of Avengers. We were talking Avengers Endgame because, it wasn't long enough.
Yeah.
Hey, nerds, we need some more of your money.
Well, they're like, hey, Charlie Esther, we hear you have a nickel left. Hey. He said he wants to go again.
Wow. What's that guy in Florida that's seen it like 120 times going to do? So to see this new one.
He's going to stay at home and let his Chinese friends help him. I think he's broke. It's official.
Yeah.
Florida man off the streets, all right?
Hey, no arguments from me.
Badmouth Florida.
No.
A current Florida resident there.
All right.
So, Lilith, what is better? You live in Florida now. You grew up in San Diego. What's better?
San Diego. Okay, no. Florida is the poor man's California. I mean that kind of in a good way because the cost of living is way down and you still get relatively okay beaches if you just want to be on the beach and not surf.
Which state has better football teams? I mean, which city?
California.
That was
I mean, the Dolphins
Chargers
haven't been
joke.
good.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh God, they haven't been good forever. But Chargers, they have a good team. They just have a crappy coach that can't force. Don't even get me started. Never mind. Moving on. I can go all day on this topic.
Okay. Hey, Kona, how did you get that question out with your lips still on Tom Brady's butt?
Oh, well.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. Training camp, getting ready. Get the chapstick ready.
Get the Uggs ready.
Yes.
All right, let's get to Infinity Gauntlet 2. We might be live reading Lilith if you want to come in. No Irish accents. Huh?
Oh, well, no Irish accent. I'm out. That's my thing.
I know. All right, so we basically just read through the issue, and then anyone can just jump in with any smart-ass comment. Just follow Kona's lead. All right, Infinity Gauntlet 2. Since I'm reading in the trade, I don't have the...
Yeah, I'm reading the digital version of the trade, too, so if you see me squinting a lot, that's what it is.
That's allowed? Philip lets you read the digital?
Wow.
Oh, look, you never read the digital. Queen Digital.
Give me guff for it.
Queen Digital.
Everything that I read aloud will be 0101000011.
All right, so Infinity Gauntlet number 2 from August 1991. Writer Jim Starlin, who we'll get into, I don't think knew what was going on in the Marvel Universe at this time. George Krez, penciler, Joseph Rubenstein, inker, colorist Max Sheely, we hear that name a lot, Jack Morelli, letterer, editor Craig Anderson, and Tom DeFalco, editor-in-chief. All right, so we start with a big close-up shot of Thanos' face.
Wait, but the cover's cool. You see all those faces in the Avengers control room. Cap and She-Hulk, and Eric Masterson, Thor. No, they're all looking out at the faces of the disappeared. Perhaps
it's an okay picture. Wait till you see the edited art for the Quantum Zone in this episode.
I like that.
Let's celebrate big. It's episode 69, right, Lil?
Dang straight.
But all is right in the heavens, for Thanos possesses the 6 Infinity Gems. The universe will now be set right, made over to fit my unique view of what should be. Let nihilism reign supreme. What is this? Lilith Hellfire's autobiography?
I like the placement of that quote, though. Right in between the eyes.
Yeah.
It's not even a box. It looks like, it's where Charles Manson put his symbol, but you got to be less offensive for comic books. Not that they haven't thrown swastikas around in multiple Captain Americas, but let nihilism reign supreme. There you go. That's a little bit better. You see the sparkle in his eye. What a swell smile Thanos has.
Wow.
Which is a pretty face.
Swell smile. Swell's not a word that comes to mind when I think Thanos.
I see you there, Grimace. All right, so what is that title? It's hard to from bad to worst. Flights 807 was circling for clearance to land when the great disappearance struck Shopwell. It took out both the pilot and co-pilot, and I guess Sully must have got snapped.
Yeah.
The jet finally ran out of fuel and augured onto Fifth Avenue. A pretty clean hit, really. Those passengers were lucky the Avengers were on hand to help out. And luckier still that Thor was passing by, or his replacement, Eric Master.
Yes.
The one true Thor. Also, I think that's the first time. I've ever seen the word augured. I don't know if I've ever seen that or used that before. That just means steered off course. Yes.
So they can go shopping because they're on Fifth Avenue.
Yeah.
Duty-free shopping for everyone. It's fine.
Or does it mean plummeted? Like, so if I throw out a joke and it doesn't work, it augured. Really augured. I'm not going to make any good jokes in 2 months, and we're going to call it augured and everything after.
Master of the auger, Matt Kona.
Yes.
But we can't be everywhere, and the whole world's currently one big emergency as She-Hulk's ripping the door off the plane. Just hang in there, folks. We're coming, and we see Vision phasing through. I have a seriously injured woman in first class. She-Hulk, it's too much, Vision. Not even the Avengers can handle what's coming down. But we must try, She-Hulk. We must surrender to despair, says Fake Thor.
Who has a flesh beard 2 panels up?
Well, again, I think this is one of the mistakes. Like I said, I don't think Starlin knew what was going on in the Marvel Universe at the time, so it was probably original Thor, and they were like, no, he got replaced.
Add the beard. Add the beard.
Because he got Thor through a lot of this, and then I think they added word bubbles to say, oh, well, I have to pretend to be the real Thor, even though he didn't.
Yeah.
Wasn't even that good in his own comic stuff. All right, so let's turn to the page we all care about.
Oh no, this is just all screwed up. Honestly.
Oh, yeah. All right. In his office in Fort Freedom Plaza, we see Wendell Vaughn. When the first reports of the Great Disappearance come in, I'm in my office at Vaughn Security Systems wondering what I can do to help. Okay, loyal fans, tell us what's wrong with this scene. Figure Epoch might have some answers. But before
What is he watching on TV? That looks like either Louis Farrakhan or a young Barack Obama. I don't know.
He might have been getting ready for the million Protector of the Universe march, because we just saw like 17. He's found out all these other Protectors of the Universe before him. He's like, whoa. Get him.
Way to auger that one in, Kona.
I know. See, editor's note. See, last podcast. What's wrong with this picture? I don't know. The bookshelf?
Well, yeah, because Epoch 1 was just born, last episode, and wasn't as big. Well, suspiciously
Eon.
Yes.
And Epoch wasn't alive when he had this costume.
And Epoch never stayed in that little subspace pocket behind the
bookcase.
Eon did.
Yeah.
Wasn't Epoch a girl? Because he says, before I can ask him.
Oh, yeah.
So just read this issue thinking, I think they just replaced the word name Eon with Epoch, and just that's good. So Epoch says
they didn't want all the people that were working on the Infinity Gauntlet to leak to the press that Epoch would take over in the Quasar books.
And I think Grunwald tried to fix this when he had Quasar wearing the wrong costume. Oops.
Oh yeah.
So
issue 28, because remember issue 28 is coming up. Yeah, he's like, I take this one out of storage in the corner.
Wore this a whole day and didn't realize it.
Even though this one has a mask and the other one doesn't, I didn't realize.
I didn't.
Yeah, Grunwald tried.
Poor things. No respect. His civilian name should be Rodney Dangerfield. Honestly.
Yeah. The Rodney Dangerfield of Cosmic Heroes, unfortunately.
You mean instead of his real name, Wendell Elvis Vaughn? Okay, so Epoch says, champion. Epoch? Who's that in there with you? When it was made clear to me just how perilous this universe's current situation is. And so, the Cosmic Guardian Quasar must now undertake a new mission. We have an astral rendezvous to arrange. Okay.
Is this like a cosmic booty call? Because that's what it sounds like.
We know we'll fund her.
Hey man, it's episode 69 and I'm being tame and on my best behavior.
I know. I'm starting to get scared. Come on, Lilith. Live it up.
Dong is a medical term. Fight me. Dong is a medical term. Fight me, nerds.
There you go. You know you're crazy. Let it out.
I lost my nipple for nothing. Hashtag call me Gary.
All right. Out in space. Should I read this as like Shatner? Ship's dog. Captain DC reporting.
I was like, the DEA, wait a minute, why are they in this one?
The DEA. bulletins continue to flood in from all over the Kree Empire. Half of our people have mysteriously disappeared. That's what we really didn't get in Endgame, much to Charlie Esser's chagrin. It's like we didn't see like other planets, how they were like dealing with, you know.
Because we're the only ones that matter, Philip.
Make Earth great again, Lil.
Yeah. Maybe some of those deleted scenes will be Captain Marvel telling us about what was going on those other planets when she took off to go help out. You know,
I'd rather see Louise tell us what happened.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I think we all would.
So yeah, these green guys Captain Marvel was with, man, like have them like disappear. She's like, what? And then like her pager went off. Because he's like so 90s, man. All right, there can be no doubt who's responsible for this outrage. This tragedy reeks of Skrull treachery. Of course, the entire fleet has been put on red alert status. Go to join the Armada. The war to end all wars begins. Glory to the Kree Empire. And then back on Earth at Doctor Strange's
Menagerie.
Sanctuary Sectorum.
bachelor pad.
With the big hole in the skylight that not the Hulk fell through.
The Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
It opens up the room, to be fair.
Yeah, it's true.
Hope he didn't ruin the rug. You know, it really tied the room together.
Well, that's like the second time in the last couple of weeks that window's been broken. Remember the end of Cosmos when the wizard surged through it? He's like, hey, they told me to get him out of there fast. I took him out of there fast.
Yeah. And think about this. So the Hulk replaced Silver Surfer in the movie, and then in the Thor movie, Thor replaced Silver Surfer in the kind of Planet Hulk thematics to that, you know, the comic book to movie. I'm just trying to make connections. I'm really auguring here. But if you've read Planet Hulk, come on.
I think we found the drinking game.
And that was an auger. So, but Doctor Strange, the condition of my unexpected house guest was such as I thought it prudent to seek an outside consultation on the matter. Fortunately, Dr. Henry Pym happened to be in town. Yeah, just watch his backhand. The surfer seems to be regaining his strength just by lying in the sun. With his alien physiology, it was the best remedy I could come up with. Well, it appears to be working. What, so you just put any alien out in the sun, Lilith?
I was literally just about to say, I guess our sun is a cure-all for all aliens. It's fine.
The storage capacity of alien cells.
We'll roll with it, and I will just move along.
Name starts with S. He's an alien. Just put him in the sun.
He's got a weird name that nobody goes by.
He's got one of those, like, 80s names, you know, Norn Rad. I must be going now, Steven. I should be with the West Coast Avengers. What with this great disappearance? I'll resemble what you told me. Best contact the original Avengers directly. I'll be like, wait, aren't you an original Avenger?
Yeah.
Well, that's right. They really have to be in your life. Okay. Of course. Master, is something wrong? Master, speak to me. Dr. Strange, can you hear me?
This is Babe the Blue Ox asking him this.
Oh, yeah.
Where's Paul Bunyan? When you
Doctor Strange has kind of a Paul Bunyan-esque mustache in this next panel.
He does.
Speak to me.
Got one of those Charlie Esser stashes, love. Can you hear me? Papa, can you hear me? Yes. I think you're contacting him. Though I've never been contacted quite in this manner. Who are you? And when did you slip me the mushrooms? One who may be able to save your reality from the insanity that is Thanos. Or is that you? Go for the head. But I can't let it on. The only hope your universe has is the banding of all champions of righteousness under one leader. I must be that leader.
Wait a minute. Are we doing Crisis on Infinite Earths? I'm confused.
Oh. Monitor, is that you?
Crisis on Infinite Gauntlet Earths.
Auger it right into the street, Conan.
Yeah, you can't give a rim shot for the auger.
Hashtag no comment.
Who's drinking an auger tonight?
I'll have a lager.
I doubt Earth's defenders will blindly follow someone who just popped up out of nowhere. Why? They did it when Cap came out of the ice.
Because he's Cap, and that's his butt.
America's butt.
Be able to see again in theaters. Then your first task is to convince them otherwise. Your area, you are. Oh, what is that area? You are a stranger creature. One I myself see no reason to trust. There's a method by which that obstacle to progress can be overcome. I could open my soul to you, but in doing so, your soul would be bared to me.
How romantic?
I know, really.
This is like some Constantine and Zatanna stuff right here. That's all I'm saying.
Swamp Thing. But the danger that confronts us is too great. I must take the risk. Be warned, though, if I sense any treachery, you shall learn to your dismay why I'm known as Master of the Mystic Arts. So be it. Melding of souls. So, I guess they start the Vulcan mind meld. Enough! I didn't realize the things you've seen all so clear to me now. Master, with whom do you speak? You now have my complete trust. I will aid you in any way I can.
Well, that was quick.
Well, we're recording. Tell your dates then. Alright, scene change. We see someone saying, my instruments indicate that the force responsible for the great disturbance originated on the far side of the galaxy. I've never before encountered such powerful readings, and I'm picking up similar emanations from a small town in upstate New York.
Always New York!
In New York.
Yeah, that song is about upstate New York.
It's a hell of a place.
It's Schenectady.
Oh, God.
The general store's open till 10 p.m. It will inspire you.
So, odder still, these transmissions are being directed to the home of Dr. Stephen Strange. What is the connection? This is a question I must have answered. For this is my universe. These are my people disappearing, and so I must speak of myself in the third person, because no one should dare tamper with what belongs to Dr. Doom.
Aww. They've gone and drug poor Dr. Doom into this, haven't they?
Oh, yeah, you want something with the
That's a very Kirby-esque Doom, too. I mean, look at the Kirby machinery around the sides, and that just looks pretty awesome.
Just get rid of all the bubbles, and it's perfect.
Plus, there is the fact that great disasters of this magnitude also present a curious intellect with great opportunity, a chance to expand on my scientific knowledge and personal power.
And most of all is what it should have said. Most of all.
Most of all, what can I get out of it? Alright, now we go to Titan. Hop, skip, and a jump from Uranus.
Ha!
That was my line.
As a Quantum Zone joke, you were copyrighted.
But it's episode 69, so you could both do the Uranus part at the same time.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
too much. It's just a math joke, right? Okay.
You augured right into that 60.
Okay.
Calm down, Professor. I did not come here to learn.
Things going bad on Titan. Oh, it's Drax, the Destroyer. Destroyer not sure what happened, and old man Mentor goes bye-bye, and then subspace transmissions indicate that this mass disappearance is a universal phenomenon.
Now, did you not know it was Drax at first because he was standing absolutely still?
For like an hour.
Yeah.
Half the galaxy's population blinked out of existence. A lot of people, dead people, horrible. Because we got Firelord and Star Fox and Drax.
Star Fox!
I'm not sure how he did this, but I'm positive this is my brother Thanos' doing. Yes. So see that all you MCU...
Wait a minute.
Thanos
I feel like this dude is Norman Osborn's like great-great-grandfather.
Pretty close. Just looks-wise. I think there's a recessive gene in the Marvel Universe. Half the characters look like Norman Osborn.
He's missing the lines in his head, though. The lines in the hair.
That's why I said great. Like, it takes a couple generations to cement into that formation.
Well, did I just give Charlie a new theory? Like, Norman Osborn's gonna, like, go back in time and, like, spread his seed all, like, something.
If anything, it will be Otto. We all know this.
He loves Doc Ock, yes.
Spreading his superior seed.
Yeah. It's just Norman Osborn spreading his pumpkin seed.
Oh.
If I could. Heroes? Star Fox disappears, of course, because Thanos is petty. First Mentor disappears, now Eros vanishes. What's next? And Drax, does Firehead mean who's next?
You, hopefully.
And I've been, Star Fox? I've been in many a difficult situation in life, but I know the very moment I open my eyes that this is a whole new cosmic level of trouble as he's getting a gauntlet right in his face.
They just gave us anime eyes, guys. He's about to do a magical girl transformation.
Oh, you know what the big trademark of anime is, right?
Young girls in short skirts?
Tentacles?
Yes, it's true. It is true. Although it's called hentai and children should not be watching that. But it is an art, and I stand by it.
I immediately recognized the legendary Infinity Gems my brother wears as the source of his newfound might. And if that weren't bad enough, a few feet away stands powerful Mephisto. Devil, you
Mephisto!
Bring back that marriage, Mephisto. Yes, sir, I'm into it up to my ears this time. And there's Mistress Death, a regal sight I'd hoped never to see. Takes me a while to realize who the stumbling wreck wandering about is. Thanos' granddaughter. Remember when she used to be his granddaughter?
Yeah.
Back in my day, see, kids.
Back in my day,
this family tree was a little less Game of Thrones.
She's a real mess because she looks like one of the Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Glenn, is that you? Too soon? Okay.
Don't bring that dumpster into this.
You know I don't even watch that show. I just know the memes. That's it.
See Thanos. 'Tis a family reunion, my dear brother. Let the old Nebula and yourself greet and befriend the new, my lover and mate, Death. Sounds like a speech Lilith gives every day. My lover and mate, Death.
May or may not have happened. I will not confirm.
Mephisto is but in a visor. So Mephisto is like Rudy Giuliani now.
No, he's Frank Lloyd.
Oh,
Since we have the Seinfeld thing going.
well, sorry. Serenity now.
Where are these people? Who did I? There was a comedian recently said something like, "Can you imagine like when Jerry Seinfeld gets old enough and he goes senile, no one's going to know he's senile because all he'll be saying is like, who are these people?" But Star Fox, but brother Thanos, how can this be a family reunion without father being present?
It could be a good one.
Mentor was not invited, nor will he be. Father was a dangerous man, which is why I made sure he was among the disappeared. He would have tried to abort my vision of the future. I could not allow that. Ultimate power is mine now, and I shall reshape the universe with it, because Quasar got rid of Maelstrom.
Yeah.
Nothing must interfere with this holy mission. Then nothing shall. Everything is going to work out oh, look, he's trying to give him the smile. Star Fox's power is to, put the booty call whammy on people. Everything will work out just the way you want it to, my brother. If there's anything I can do to help.
It is getting Game of Thrones in here. Jamie? Cersei? Is that you?
Using your emotion manipulating powers on me? What say we see how charming you can be, Eros, without your mouth?
That's not how that's supposed to work at all.
A horrible episode 69.
Yeah. It's more like episode 68.
That is how it shall be with all things that irritate proud Thanos. So proud of himself, he calls himself proud. Annoyances will simply cease to be.
Okay, now I want a gauntlet.
I know.
I sang a little bit earlier. I was tempted for a minute to sing a parody version of Proud Mary, but Proud Thanos keep on snapping, but I held back.
Then we get a nice.
There's restraint on this podcast?
It's because we have guests over, Lilith. We have a guest over. So.
I'm family. Don't worry. Go crazy.
We have a guest, a lady present. Why do you think we're all waiting?
Proud Thanos, keep on snap. Right.
Snap twice. We got some heavy hitters in the back.
Snapping.
Is Thanos or men on film? All right, so the next page, we get a nice little splash page of all the missing people, from the books the writers didn't want to be in this miniseries. Because I believe I did read that somewhere, like the Fantastic Four, whoever was in charge of that book at the time, they don't want them in the crossover. So like, okay, we'll just snap the whole team. I think...
imagine them trying to do that now. They're like, no, everybody gets a crossover book. Everybody.
Yeah, War Realms. I think even by the time they got to Infinity War, they were like, no, everyone's in.
Yeah.
Even you, Moon Knight, get her in.
Although, I think that there is a no prize to be had soon, because I think we see the Human Torch later, even though he's snapped out in this picture.
That's the Android Human
That's the Android 40s, Jim Hammond, yeah.
Yeah, because he was like
okay.
member of the West Coast Avengers, yes.
Really? Huh.
Yeah. West Coast Avengers, Legends of Tomorrow of their time.
Oh. But yeah, I think it looks like all the Fantastic Four are gone. All of Alpha Flight is gone, I believe.
Nobody missed them anyway.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's sad but true. Like, I'm here for Alpha Flight, but nobody missed them.
The people of Canada missed them. They were all they got. All they had.
Black Cat is gone. Black Panther is gone because he didn't have a movie yet.
All the kitties.
Oh, lie. Good job, Will. That also gets that. Dagger, Daredevil.
Quasar's sidekick, Makari.
Ari, I know, the big board at least. Looks like a good bit, most if not all of the new Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Speedball's still there.
Power.
Vindicator.
Yeah, all of Alpha Flight looks like they were taken care of.
Not Sasquatch. Anybody but Sasquatch.
So.
Oh, and Shaman. They got Shaman. Dang it.
He's the Shaman. But yeah, no, because I think they got rid. I think most of Alpha. All of them.
They got Daredevil. He didn't see it coming.
Nice.
Look, is there a pattern they got? Did they get rid of like all the speedsters they could think of? Makari's on there, Quicksilver's on there.
Oh, I don't see Buried Alien though. Or is it? No.
You just like him because he looks like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lilith, you should have been here for that episode when a blonde guy wearing red and yellow in super speed, basically with amnesia comes from another universe. Can't remember who I am, but I think it sounds like Buried Alien.
Well, if Spider-Man can show up in a Batman book, it's fine.
All right, so Cap saying, here's the update on the tally of disappeared superheroes. Still no word on X-Men or Excalibur? No. Maybe they're off planet or they don't want to be in this either.
They had some other things to deal with.
There's a times difference, so Excalibur may still exist for the next couple hours, but, Greenwich Means Times, boom, they're out.
A current joke.
This is like me eating the last slice of pizza, feeling crummy, doing this, but...
Oh yeah, Thor, because like I said, again, I think, Starlin thought this was the original Thor until he found out about Eric Masterson, because he's thinking, feel crummy doing this, but even in the midst of this chaos, I've got to cover that I'm not the original Thor. He didn't do that in his own book. I fought by the side of many of those fallen, that they shall be mourned.
Ooh.
Not a shout.
Shout.
Oh,
shout.
Even another
Set it all up.
Okay. And she'll think, this is bad, real bad. And Cap, it doesn't get any worse. Sure about that, Cap? Absolutely sure.
No reply.
But yes. All right, here's the other mistake. Great Odin. Odin was in his Odin sleep when Eric Masterson was Thor. Another mistake. All right, people, you can write in with a ton of no prizes on this episode.
This might be the android Odin from West Coast Avengers.
This witness, half my people vanished in the twinkling of an eye. Ceremonial eye patch of sorrow that I immediately thought. He's accessorizing? He awoke accessorizing?
Yeah. He's got a morning shawl.
Is this Odin or the Kardashians? And I did look about and see this catastrophe was a universal plague, like the Kardashians.
Do you think that Nick Fury wears the eye patch of sorrow? Like, because David Hasselhoff isn't playing him anymore?
Yeah, they got Sam Jackson.
That's a lateral move.
Oh!
Come on, it's basically Sam Jackson just being Sam Jackson. He is the original Jason Momoa. I love Sam. Don't get me wrong. But even in Star Wars, he was just Sam Jackson with a lightsaber being Sam Jackson. I need to get my unpopular opinion out of my mouth. Whatever.
Eye patches on a plane. Which is why Odin said, which is why I did summon you to Asgard, my fellow Sky Fathers. Each of you is the supreme leader of a population of deities and a mighty power in your own right. Because we see Zeus of Olympus, Teza, Cat, Libokia, the Aztec deity, who I swear we never see. Svarog.
This is Marvel being like, yes, we own all these. Please, please back away from the copyright. This is just a reminder.
Right, DC. Manitou, an American Indian spirit, the Mayan god, Zamna, Osiris of Egypt, the Celtic god, Nuada, and Odin. My mystic senses do warn that the pair we face is of such immense power that it shall take our combined might to overcome it. And Manitou says, I feel the same. And the Russian says, Now let it be agreed that we shall face our enemy as a united fighting force. And let our foe beware. We are with you, brother Odin. The Sky Fathers stand as one.
Skyfather sounds like a hipster band from like the early 2000s.
It sounds like some like weird Skyfather in the. Wasn't Daniel Baker in that, Will?
Or like a religious James Bond movie.
Oh, Mel Gibson directed it. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
One of those Disney movies that didn't make money with Skyfather in the world.
Hashtag RIP Sky High. We wanted 4-part quadrilogy, but we never got it.
I'm gonna put the eye patch of sorrow on for that one.
I'll grab the morning shawl.
What could have been? Nice.
All right. Here's another important part. 2,000 light years from Earth.
We're here.
Wait, stake epoch. Well, we're here. Now what? Now we wait patiently. Wait for what? For the moment to happen.
God, he is the worst conversationalist.
Well, this was probably supposed to be Eon, and he was a thing of few words, which I guess you are. How old was Eon, Will, before he got killed? Like how many billion years?
8 billion.
Eons. He was eons.
You know what? I just want to do an episode of some podcast where I just lock Lilith and Matt in a room and just see what puns come at me.
No, you can't forget Kelly. She'll outpun us all.
I'm already planning this. Me, Will, and Charlie will just come up with like pop culture topics and, throw them at you, Matt, and Kelly.
I'm down. We'll do a bonus episode.
Who can earn the name Punisher? And then we see Pip the Troll watching Elf and eating chips and beer.
Is this my life? What?
Yeah, if Elf was still in the air.
I have the DVDs. 80s baby, 90s kid.
Yeah.
Cartoon too. Just saying. Alf is the jam.
Gordon Shumway, Mel Mack. Respect.
Eating a
Did you think that Wendell was the protector of Melmax? Is this in the universe too?
Well, he failed.
Yeah.
Well, if I remember right, there was an ALF annual that tied into either the Evolutionary War or Atlantis Attacks. I can't
Really?
remember which one.
Wow.
I'm
I'm gonna say Evolutionary War. I don't know.
Charlie, after when you listen to this, message me, okay? Anyway, I'm still cool on my heels in that Roach Motel, waiting for the boss man to make his grand return from the land of sleeping bag cocoons, because Adam Warlock's in a cocoon, as he always does. You know, when he has a panic attack. Luckily, I found the channel on the boob tube that wasn't obsessed with filling every second of airtime with coverage on the Great Disappearance. Who would have thought this planet capable of such highbrow entertainment? See, he agrees with you, Will. Also like the way they brew their rot gut here. Hey, Lilith.
I know. I think this might be I think we found my spirit animal.
Patrol. Fears always played a big part in the life of Pip Patrol. You were Charlie. Sure, maybe the rest of the universe is going down the tube, but as long as I have a good smoke, a few brewskis, and some munchies, my world's okay.
Wait, smoked a doobie?
Oh man, this is like a big episode. Now we got a Charlie episode drop.
Smoked a doobie.
I like that Alf is blue in the panel, very much like the movie Permanent Midnight, when they couldn't say Alf, but it was about the creator's heroin addiction. Or one of the writers, not the creator. But, yeah. Wow. Anyway, all right, we have 23 more pages to go. I'll shut up more.
All right. Unfortunately, the best parties always end too early. You see some kind of explosion. Hey, gotta hand it to him there. The guy really knows how to make an entrance. A real showstopper. Okay, Mr. Party Pooper, you fixed it so we can't stay here anymore. Where are we headed now? See a voice say, after Thanos. Terrific. Just what I wanted to hear.
ALF Annual number 1 from, can you see that? Evolutionary War.
Yes, I knew it. Is that also ALF Annual number only? Is there a second ALF Annual?
There's a number 2.
Okay, all right.
Hard to believe, but yes, there's a number 2.
Yeah.
Alright, so we see back at Doctor Strange's place. At the best of times, the resumption of lost consciousness is a jarring, disorienting experience, but at a moment like this, it could be devastating as Silver Surfer opens his eyes and sees Doctor Doom. What? Doctor Strange, Doctor Doom, Doctor Strange.
Too many damn doctors in the room.
I warn you, Doom, you meddle in dangerous matters you do not fully understand. You shall enlighten me, or you shall suffer further discomfort at my servant's hands. What are those robots doing? Doom, unhand my comrade, or I shall, and Doom blasts the Surfer, fall victim to a superior intellect and power as you did in our last encounter. Which is exactly what I did, the Surfer thinks, being terribly weakened from my earlier battle with Thanos' stone golem. Further time was needed for my strength to renew itself. Doom, now Strange, you will brief me on everything you know of the great disappearance and the forces behind it. You shall speak, or I will. He put the glowing hand to his face, but then, there's no need to threaten anyone, my good doctor. It will be my pleasure to tell you everything you wish to know as someone takes out the robots. Intruder, who are you? In my time, many called me Adam Warlock. You may also do so also if you feel so inclined, but just call me Black Pages. Man, it was supposed to have been killed nearly a decade ago while battling Thanos.
What a surprise!
Keep bringing Adam Warlock back. They can't bring back Marvel.
Oh, hashtag still bitter.
Yeah. Now do you... Yes, Marvel was a man in the comics, people.
I was gonna say, yeah. Didn't even get your chance to shine in the dang movie.
Alright, time for a quick break. Soshin, turn left at the light. Alright, back to our... now do you understand, my dear, Thanos says. Oh, wait. Oh, Kona, you ready for a live read?
Yeah, what do you want me to be?
I was going to say Mephisto, but I think he only has one line in this scene, so never...
Okay.
You want to do the one line?
I'll do the line.
Okay. Now do you understand, my dear? The pleasures of having family visit? Amusing, aren't they?
Mistress Death doesn't appear to think so. Or, Mistress Death doesn't appear to think so.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Eh? Well, that situation can be easily remedied. New entertainment can be devised because he was attacking, he had, tentacles coming out of Star Fox and Mistress Death?
Non-quantum tentacles.
The no fun kind.
A little Hellfire fanfic.
Oh, that's nightmare fuel right there, though.
New entertainment can be devised as he makes him disappear. Because Star Fox is thinking, because he still has no mouth. By the heavens, Thanos' newly acquired power has obviously deranged him. He's gone completely insane. He's gone insane in the membrane. In his current state of mind, anything is possible. He might, on a whim, even destroy the universe. Then back at Doctor Strange's place. And that is how Thanos gained his vast power, so we must say Adam Warlock's explanation. And I came to aid in the thwarting of his mad schemes. And Dr. Strange said, "You are the entity I communicated with earlier? An amazing story," Doom says, "in a peril that rivals the coming of the Beyonder." Another... Oh, Charlie Esser would like that words with you, bro. Oh, he has a big theory that we're going to get that reveal of the Beyonder in Spider-Man Far From Home when they start talking about multiverse. Because if anyone remembers Secret Wars 2, remember who's
Oh, yes, I do know the theory vaguely.
Captain America's body with it's like a black Jerry curl. So we're like, bringing Chris Evans with the black Jerry curl.
No, David Hasselhoff already has a thing to do in Marvel. Too bad.
Adam Warlock. It is a challenge we must meet and triumph over. There's but one way this can be accomplished. I must lead the forces of sanity against the Mad Titan. What right do you claim the mantle of leadership? A man who was supposed to have been killed nearly a decade ago while battling Thanos. Warlock. Perhaps I am alone. Perhaps, but I alone am familiar with the secret workings of the Infinity Gems. That knowledge is this universe's only hope. Doctor Strange. A banner I will gladly stand behind. What say you, Surfer? It is better than following Doom. Doom. Then raise your army, and we shall see what comes of it. And Surfer's like, but is Warlock truly the best choice? He seems markedly different from the man I met on Soul Warp. So little anyone really knows about him. How can we be certain? Then we see Thanos throwing a fit back on his floating headquarters. Unraveling Nebula, like kind of did in Infinity War to what Mantis and Drax. And making blocks out of Star Fox. Is this improvisation more to your liking? Jesus sitting there staring. What? What does it take to please you? I've given you your every wish in the universe to boot. Yet you still deny me even the slightest of smiles? Oh.
Women don't owe you nothing, son!
Come on, Death, smile for me. I strive for your affection and approval. I would do anything just to once hear you speak my name aloud. Anything!
Oh my goodness, he is an F-boy from hell!
Alright, so next, Harvey Weinstein. The Dark God's anger and frustration are overcome in force. The psychic wave of power rises from the stellar monument of love and washes out into the ether. The first heavenly body to encounter the wave is a 20 million year old red giant star. Krypton? Every law of nature...
That explains it.
Yeah. Every law of nature revolts against this jewel's continued existence. Oh, and Marvel...
Wait, Phil! Rogozar is really Thanos! We just solved it. Everybody go home.
I wouldn't put anything past Bendis. Lilith, just because it's not just us beating up on Bendis all the time. Will, who was writing Avengers when you finally gave up the Avengers book after years and years and years?
That probably was Bendis.
Well, yeah, Bendis has a chip on his shoulder. He likes to insert himself, he doesn't like to go with the flow. He likes to make everything about him and his creations. I get it.
Bendis! Yeah, he likes to insert something. So the Starks, the giant star explodes, its end is breathtaking, yet it is but one of many that will fall before the wrath of Thanos, the supreme being of this universe and reality. A planet, who's he gonna tick off now? A planet I was about to consume crumbles beneath the Titan's rage.
Hey, Galactus!
Banquet of
Where the hell you been, buddy?
Gotta keep my anger in check. I have to. Oh, he just pulled that cake away from that fat kid. They're gonna be out. For I realize that even my staggering might is nothing compared to the near infinite power Thanos now wields. But think not that Galactus plans to turn tail and run from this upstart demigod. Galactus is a thing of power and intellect. Plans must be conceived and alliances formed. Only then may I savor the cold feast of vengeance. Okay, going on.
Somebody just was really hungry when they were writing this. It's fine.
The readings on Thanos' destructive psychic emanations were effective. The wave devastated nearly a quarter of the galaxy. It will only be at 2% of its peak strength when it hits that planet Norn Rad wants to talk you out of consuming. The one called Earth. Oh, don't act like you forgot about Earth.
We are kind of insignificant troublemakers. I don't know why. Everybody's so obsessed with us.
Wait, so the first place to defeat him, Lilith. Yeah, he's gonna forget that. Okay. Who's that? Richards Reed or Reed Richard? I don't know who that was.
Hashtag petty.
Alright, so back on Earth. Bloke standing on a building. I am lost. Dagger is gone. How can I go on? The truth is, I have no reason to. The lady and I were linked in so many ways, two halves of a whole. They write poetry.
Like yin and yang. 9.
I'm better off dead. I can never. But then the building he's on kind of gives away, and he starts auguring towards the street.
Well, that takes all the fun out of it if you can't do it yourself.
Thank you for that drop, Lilith.
Thank you for that drop. Thank you for that drop cloak.
So we just see buildings crumbling and people running, and then we see a little hairy Canadian man push a mother and child out of the way. God, you saved our lives. That's right, lady, but it remains to be seen if I did you any real favor. I'm like, I'm surprised they didn't have him say bub, so...
Bub.
This is, okay.
Lady Bub. Starring Jonathan Brandis.
Oh,
sorry.
Alright, so...
Also, Wolverine, or Logan, rather, one of the only surviving Canadians in the universe since Alpha Flight's been wiped out.
poor thing. Like, take America. Just leave Canada alone. I need my maple syrup and my good clean beer. That's all I'm saying.
But next issue, he gets to Avengers Mansion so he can be part of the A team.
Hey.
Wow.
Now, on the edge of the atmosphere, we see Captain of Bad Life Decisions, Lilith Hellfire, right?
Tony, where you been, buddy?
I'm hovering on the edge of space, glad you asked, in a specially constructed Iron Man rig, trying to get some better readings on certain off-planet energy signals. I suspect they have something to do with the Great Disappearance. Suddenly,
He doesn't feel so good. It's okay.
Stock. Suddenly, every gauge of the sensor unit redlines. What? A force wave hits me like a runaway train, never coming back. It short circuits every circuit in the suit. It plummets. Unfortunately, my backup system is able to kick in. That's when I see it. From this altitude, it's quite a sight, one that will surely give me nightmares for the rest of my life. Which
So just take up drinking again. It'll be fine.
Oh, you're answering everything. Helplessly, I watch as the entire western coast of the United States breaks off and falls into the ocean. I know there's nothing I can do to help, but I have to try.
Do you, though? You just make things worse, Tony.
California's gone, all those hippies in Portland, they're all gone. I pick up an Avengers Quinjet on the way down. Oh, look, the aforementioned West Coast Avengers. Yeah, see, that's the Android Human Torch, you know, I can tell.
No face.
Yeah, I was going to say, when Johnny Storm flames on, he usually has a face. The Android usually has a face when he flames. So the Android...
Wait, how can you tell what's front and what's back? It's all unique-y.
Okay. What, Angel? You're coming in for a landing when it hit, the android says. There was nothing we could do. Nothing. And Scarlet Witch, there were millions of people in California alone. They're all gone. and Wonder Man.
Wonder Man!
Save anyone. So the Not So Wonder Man says, it was, all of a sudden, the end of the world. Oh, we'll get into some of his issues during Operation Galactic Storm.
Yep.
Can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. I'm kidding. I actually own them all. I don't know why. I just have them all.
They're Pokemon. I gotta collect them all. Alright, so Odin, who's still supposed to be asleep, there was truly no method available to predict the approach of Thanos' destructive psychic onslaught. How was I to know how devastating it would prove to be? One moment, beautiful Asgard sat peacefully, a jewel in the heavens, and mere moments later, the home of the proud Norse gods was torn asunder. Its spirals toppled, the rainbow bridge shattered, its name changed to Detroit. Hostile feel the change? Aye, 'twas no simple earthquake. Oh yeah, you're not on Earth, fool.
Planet Quake?
Asquake.
I think that's something completely different. I read it in a fanfic. You don't want to Google that.
That's fanfic. Shut up. The turmoil has brought interdimensional changes. The space-time continuum has shifted.
Okay, so the sliding time the scale is broken?
I was going to say the Lilith Hellfire fanfic, the Charlie Esser fanfic. We have been cut off from Midgard and its reality. We are trapped on Asgard, unable to return and protect our homes. I'm not yourself, my brother. There was no way you could have known, says he. I realize this. Yeah, fill my heart and soul. Damn me for a fool. Alright. And then in the ocean, we see,
what's up, Trunks?
Big Aquaman. Namor. I felt the tremors and traced them across the Atlantic Ocean floor to their source. What I discovered was the incredible. Not even another third person. Not even I, Namor the Submariner, have ever seen such a magnificent sight. Then my awe is tempered by the realization that the creation of these isles will have cataclysmic results. So what, so? Thanos just created volcanoes?
He just created brand new oceanfront property, son. Thank Thanos.
Way to go, Gene Hackman. There will be tidal waves, probably even now, heading toward the eastern coast of the United States.
Ugh. God, no. Not her.
What, his cousin? Name the name.
They didn't even try, bro.
Well, later he gets another cousin called Namora in like the secret
Not
empire.
To be confused.
Yeah.
It's by sheer chance that I'm flying over Atlantic City. It's early morning and a young couple walk along the boardwalk alone, probably honeymooners. They hear the roar and look up to see approaching death. The wave is nearly a quarter mile high. There will be no escaping it.
Eat at Manny Wolf's.
And so, yeah, we see the wave come to Namor Rita, catches the people. We see the boardwalk taken out. Trump casino get taken out. Yeah,
it's an improvement. Sorry, Atlantic City.
It says Trump on it. The young lovers are the only two people I managed to save. Then we see Thor flying over the ocean. It's Thor calling Avengers headquarters. He can inform Colonel Fury that the reports he received about the Owls of Japan are confirmed. They are no more. So,
from Namor to no more.
You beat me too. So yeah, so this Thanos is much more. I mean, movie Thanos was a slacker. He just took out like people. I mean, this one's taking out land masses and.
Well, you know, we had to keep it PG, a little upbeat.
Well, movie Thanos wasn't trying to impress a woman. Comic book Thanos is.
Man, if Deadpool was in the dang MCU, we would have had this carnage. That's all I'm saying. They'd be fighting over her. That'd be our introduction to Deadpool.
Hey, see you now. I wonder if he still has that time machine. He can go back and visit Thanos. All right, so at the ruins, I guess, of Avengers quarters, we see old White Nick Fury. Thanks, Winghead, for the recon. Thank Winghead for the recon when he returns. How would Avengers HQ hold up to the plate?
Not so good, Haas.
Cracked but still standing. Fury. Thank God for New York Bedrock. We're gearing up to be the comm center for any paranormals who wish to help during the crisis. And we see Spider-Man on the screen giving She-Hulk a thumbs up. I guess Cloak's talking to Black Widow.
I don't think that's a thumbs up.
Oh, look. This should give you chills. Look, Inhumans on the screen.
You know, this 1991 artwork looks better than what they gave us for a 2017, 18 TV show.
Perez. I mean, come on. I mean, when Charlie Esser can't finish a Marvel series, you know it was bad. Right, Lil?
Charlie Esser wanted to say, good move, I'll spread the word, but he just couldn't do it.
I mean, he made it through Powerless, and he couldn't make it through Inhumans.
Well, he enjoyed Powerless. He's a different breed.
Fury, good move. I'll spread the word out. And Cap, Vision, what about our West Coast branch? And he says, I'm accessing them now, Captain. Oh, look, there's my ex-wife.
Wanda!
Yeah, Cap. Wanda, progress report. We're setting up house in Vegas, calling in the reserves.
As you do.
I'm gambling.
If you're a Hulk.
Well, he's out of Vegas. Yeah. Same here. We're going to need all the help we can get. Things are getting pretty ugly out there. You see the destruction on the screen. And the last page, back at Dr. Strange's house.
Meanwhile, at the Inner Sanctum.
Adam Warlock. It appears everyone fared fairly well, thanks to Dr. Strange's hastily cast spell of protection. And take the big rocks. What was that? Dr. Doom. Obviously an earthquake. And Pit Patrol. Something got God teed off. Adam Warlock. Exactly. So next time, preparations for war.
It was murder!
Which we'll cover next episode. So, thoughts?
Lots of continuity gaffes. Kind of wonder where the editing was.
It doesn't matter. It's a big, giant, sweeping crossover. Get caught up in it or get left behind.
I think anything we got was the editors, because I think Starlin just didn't care. He was like, yeah, original Thor. Eon's still in this. No, Eon's dead. No, original Thor is missing. Yeah, no.
A lot of cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just change Epoch. Just change Eon's name to Epoch. Yeah. Who cares if it looks like it? Her. Her. You call her. Even though she was just born a couple weeks ago. Like her 8 billion-year-old father or mother or whatever. Eon's supposed to be a guy, but he had an egg. Okay, whatever. But Will, hold up that big. I just have the small.
Infinity Gauntlet Omnibus. You can kill somebody with this.
Wow.
Which is kind of appropriate if you think about it.
It should be the only way people get murdered, to be honest.
I was going to say
new rule.
That's like a couple $100, is it?
No, when it came out, it was like 95, I think, or something like that.
Yeah,
but it does have, hang on a second, Silver Surfer 34 through 38, 40 and 44 through 60, Thanos Quest 1 and 2, Infinity Gauntlet 1 through 6, Cloak and Dagger number 18, Spider-Man number 17, Incredible Hulk 383 through 385, Quasar 26 and 27 are in here.
Which we covered in the last 2 episodes.
Nice.
Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme number 34 through 36, Sleepwalker number 7, and material from Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme numbers 31 through 33.
Sorry. I mean, it's at that price. I mean, that's a good deal for all those comics.
Yeah. And it looks good on a bookshelf. And you can kill 1 out of every 2 people with it. Sorry.
Or 1 out of every 2 spiders. Whatever your fancy.
Whatever works.
Pulverize them. All right. So anything else? Because we probably did go long.
Yeah, it's a long book. $2.50 gets you a lot of content back then.
Mm-hmm.
Back then.
Yeah.
Like you get 20 pages these days for.
Yeah.
But yeah, next 2 episodes we'll do Infinity Gauntlet 3 and then number 4.
Cool.
But Lilith, you're welcome to join us anytime.
Call me on your next 69 episode.
Call me on episode 169.
We'll call you at 96.
There you go. See you in 100 episodes, boys.
Call me on episode 96. I'll turn my back on you. All right. So should we get out of here?
Let's leave.
Sounds good.
All right. Special guest, Lilith Hellfire. Where can people find you, fight you?
If you want to be regular and find me on Twitter, you can find me at Lilith Hellfire on Twitter. But if you want to be extra and special for my Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks peeps, at Lilith Hellfire 69, you guessed it, on Instagram.
Fight me, nerd.
You know I gotta hit the other one.
I love to sleep and drink.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go for drunken horny, but you know,
No.
whatever it is.
Horny and angry.
There we go. Yes, my two states.
But I just show up and look pretty and spout big words, and then I'm done.
So many drops. I'm so embarrassed. This must be how Maz Manzor feels.
All right. And if you liked listening to Lilith Hellfire this episode, some of you who don't listen to the Soshin, you can find her on any of the other Capes and Lunatics Sidekick shows or on the main Capes and Lunatics show.
And check out Nightwing News for hot takes on the state of the Robins.
You're guest starring all over the place these days.
Okay, back to you, boys.
Oh no, it's all about you. No, anyway, yeah. Quantum Zone, Will Allred. Where can people find you in Diary of Night?
You can find me at Wallred. That's WALLRED on the Twitter and the Gmail and Facebooks and all those newfangled things. And you can find my self-published book, Diary of Night, at diaryofnight.com. And of course, always at the Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org.
Oh yeah, we might be getting Capes and Lunatics email.
It's a work in progress.
I know. It's all my parts. All right, Matt Kona. Auger your way into them plugs, man.
You can see me augering all over the internet at Matt Kona, MATTKONA, and listen to the backstage of the Naked Comedy Showcase once a month. We just put out our every 30 days. Got to mention that on episode 69. And that's about. Listen to my wife's podcast too. Maybe I'll be a guest on it someday. It's called "Where Are You Really From?" with Yael Gavish. So all social media, we have that. Yeah.
Greetings from Cybertron. Don't forget about that, man.
Yeah, we almost have. We're a little bit behind. Thanos snapped us out of existence for a week or so. Yeah, we'll be back.
But yeah, if Matt gets big enough, he might be on his wife's podcast one day.
Maybe. There's a line. You know.
But anyway, send us your feedback, everyone, like Soshin does, like Ray does. Capes and Lunatics at gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/Quantum Zone Pod, and check out the new and improved Quantum Zone Facebook group, Eon's Closet.
Yes.
And follow us on Twitter at Quantum Zone Pod and at CL Sidekicks. Follow CL Sidekicks on Instagram. The voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And check out Work in Progress, capesandlunatics.org. No, Thanos did not snap anything away. It will be built better, stronger.
Don't forget to send #petty to @NightwingPDP for me. Thank you.
I told you a couple weeks ago, I am a petty bitch. No, I kid. I love you, though. Remember, you're my
Don't judge me.
She's my second wife. Her and my wife, both. Don't judge me all day. I either her or my wife. Same age, same level. Maybe she can get her butt up here one day.
Not with that attitude, mister.
Anyway, thank you for joining us for the Quantum Zone. Another episode. Thank you, Lilith Hellfire, for bringing sunshine and rainbows.
If that's what we're calling it, that's fine.
So yeah, so remember everyone, do your homework, read Infinity Gauntlet number 3 and number 4. We're going to get to that 4 issue after those. 437. 4, Quasar, Hercules.
I'm awake. Keep it quantum.
Anyway, man said, remember everyone, join us this time. Remember quantum zoners. Keep it quantum.